Hello, in this video you're going to understand and measure volume. In order to understand volume, we have to know what is volume. Volume is the amount of space inside a solid figure. So it's basically how much something can hold. And one thing you need to remember is that volume is measured in cubic units. And what is a cubic unit? A cubic unit is a cube that has a side of 1. The sides are all 1, so this is actually equal to 1 cubic unit. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about volume. Now, in order to find volume, you're going to need to know what the length is, the width, and the height. So all you have to do is you multiply. Volume is equal to the length times the width times the height. Notice we're all multiplying here, so it doesn't matter what order you do, but we do kind of try to remember that volume is length times width times height. And if we do it in that order, it tends to help us out. Now, we see this word here, capacity. Capacity is the science word for what volume is. Again, we said volume was how much something can hold. What is the capacity of that item? So if we look here, we have 5 for the width, and we have 4 and for the height, and 10 for the length. So we would have 4 times 5 is 20, times 10 is 200 units cubed. And notice we have this 3 above there. We need to make sure we put that in there to represent cubic units. Okay? So again, the formula for volume is just length times width times height. Now we're going to try some. So if we want to find the volume of this shape, we need to know what the actual formula is. So we said it was length times width times height. So we have our length times our width times our height. And since it's a cube, we all know that it's all 3. So we would multiply 3 times 3, and that gives us 9. And then we would multiply 9 times 3, which would give us an answer of 27 centimeters cubed. Again, you put it up there, small 3, to show that it's cubed. So the volume of that shape was 27 centimeters cubed. Now what is the volume of this shape? Again, the formula for volume, do you remember what it was? Length times width times height. So the length, here's your width, and here's your height. So length was 1, 2, 3, 4. Width was 1, 2, 3. And the height was also 3. 1, 2, 3. So we should have 4 times 3 times 3. 4 times 3 we all know is 12. 12 times 3, of course, is 36 cubic units. Now this time we didn't put the little 3 up there. We just wrote out cubic units because it didn't have a measurement. I didn't put a measurement in there. Now you go ahead and try this one. Again, make sure you know the formula for volume. Volume is equal to length times width times height. So go ahead and pause the video, try it out, and see what you get. And when you're finished, unpause it, and we'll see if you're right. Okay, so now that you're back, let's see if you have found the volume of this shape. So our length is 3, our width is 4, and our height is 2. So we have 3 times 4 times 2, which was 12 times 2, which is 24 centimeters cubed. How many of you got that? That centimeters cubed is very important. Okay, now this next one is a little bit different. I knew you could do it. It's easy. It's ready to go. Now, if I wanted to know what the volume of this shape is, we just have to find the volume of this here, and then we find the volume of this piece here, and we find the volume of this piece here. So go ahead and try it. And then what do you think you're going to do once you find the volume of all of these together? Of course, you're going to just add them up. So go ahead and pause the video. Try to find the volume of each shape, so you should have 3 different volumes, and then add them together. Alright, let's see if you got it. Go ahead and pause it, work it out, push play when you're ready. Okay, that means you are ready to go. So the volume of this cube obviously is 1, because 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1 cubic unit. Now we have this second shape here, second cube. It is a 2 by 2 by 2, which gives us 4 times 2, which gives us 8 cubic units. So if we count all of these little squares, there would be 8 squares. You got 4 here and 4 on the other side. 4 plus 4 is 8. So now we have this larger cube. It is a 3 by 3 by 3. So that was kind of similar to our first one that we did. So 9 times 3 is 27 cubic units. Now that's not the volume of the whole shape. Remember, this is the volume. 1 cubic is for this one, 8 cubic is for this one, and 27 cubic units is for this one. So in order to find all of them, we just add them together, and you get 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 27 is 36 cubic units. I knew you could do it. Now, tomorrow, I'll give you a heads up. Tomorrow what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making shapes with partners, and then we're going to find the volume of them, and we're going to put them together so that they're not overlapping, and then we'll find the volume of there. So tomorrow we will be able to use the cubes to find volume. Thank you, and your password is length times width times height, because that is equal to volume. See you tomorrow.